Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Earl Thomas in on the stop. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Rosen. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Johnson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
First down, Ravens.
That's complete to Taywan Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. There he goes, left side. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How did the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rosen to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch the safety.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and goal, option right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From the 39, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Jackson now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Jim. Slam. Do. Alert. Hey, Haywood.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the... And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. Forced out to his left. There he goes inside the 30. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
36.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Monday.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big run there by Johnson. 78 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tyus Bowser has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
55, mark, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's big.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Ruled out of bounds just shy of the goal line.
55. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 36-yard.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got some space here. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rosen. This is caught. And he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the pass.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. And now it's Rosen looking. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. On first down, it's Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Rosen on first down. The left side completion to Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. It's caught. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. This is Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, alert! Mike's 59! Watch it right!
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Kill! Hey, alert! Switch!
On second down now. It's Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The first down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, it's Johnson, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Rosen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary